All right, episode 5. First episode finally went out yesterday, so now I've got information from the people that actually know the game on why some things aren't working for me. Because we're doing the external job market. So that's why I can only go 65. Probably why I can't get the routes to work either. But we are in Sholo in the morning. We do need fuel. We are heading over to Clovis, which is nearly Texas, but not quite. And I think our best bet is to backtrack and go up on 40 and then down on 84 to get over there. So that is what we're going to do. The job is, well, there wasn't a whole lot to pick from, but we're hauling a wind turbine, just the base of it, or a section of it, and not very heavy, 37,000, so not going to be too big of an issue there. It's just getting over there. So we'll head back up to 40 and then take 40 all the way to 84 exit, so past Albuquerque. So should be a short trip compared to what I've done. I'm going to try to shorten up some things just so that we're not doing hour-long videos every single time. Do need to get fuel along the way. Let's go ahead and start up here. And take a look at what we got. So, not that big of a load. Just a very, very low trailer here. One of those that's rated over 100,000 for sure. But we are not using up all of it. And we still got our same old truck, but about to be able to pay for that final loan and get that off my record, and then we'll be good to go. I think I'm gonna have to back this all the way up because we could try to get out of here by just pulling forward at that point, but I don't think I could get that thing to go all the way around like I need it to. I have to hold a button for reverse. It's not the best setup. Go put it back in gear. Swing hard off to the right here. And yeah, we should be clear there. We got an exit over here, and I think we just go straight up this road that we're driving next to. Now we could take the highway that's heading out of town there, but again, I think that's just gonna really slow us down. Let's do this little loop, because then we don't even have to wait on a stoplight, even though we're making a right turn, but I think it'll be better going this direction. Make sure that that is the road. It is 77. But yeah, first episode has done pretty well. I did not think it was going to do that well, but it has. But it was also still Nebraska content, so possibly just getting a few views from that. But I accidentally shifted it into neutral. Stop hitting the wrong buttons. So yeah, the last one I did was pretty late at night, and I'm sure I was not all that talkative or exciting to watch, especially with it being a longer trip, and I wasn't really planning on going with that long of a drive, but this one, well, just hit the curb there. This one should be fairly quick to pop across New Mexico. And not sure if I said it in the first video, but like, not a truck driver, not something I ever want to do. I was at one time a truck driver way, way back, actually when I was a teenager. And yeah, 88 mic for the military. Only drove a tractor trailer a couple of times, mostly was straight truck. But yeah, only really ever drove over in Kuwait and Iraq, and that is essentially like driving in this game. No traffic. I mean, there's like a tiny bit of traffic, but it's not like the US. Just because that was in 2003 and 4. So really this is, to me, all the same. And we had MSR Tampa, the main route up from Kuwait to well, we were near Nasiriyah, I think is the name of the town. God, I'm getting so old, and that was so long ago that I can't remember. But that was 4-lane interstate highway the whole way. That's all. We just drove that up and down, and flat as a pancake. So there was really no... It wasn't really much of anything. You just drive, no AC, so that sucked. That was the worst part about it, was just sweating through everything that you were wearing. But yeah, that is my only experience driving. And when I got back, I thought about using that to get a job driving, but then I decided that's not what I want to do. So luckily, in a roundabout way, I got a job in the trucking industry as a paper pusher, and now I know a lot more than I did back then, because I actually pay attention to what I'm supposed to know, rather than when you're young and just, yeah, I don't need to know all this stuff. Although the pre-trip inspection saved me a bunch. You learn to find things that are wrong on the truck when you don't want to be the idiot broke down on the side of the road. Over there, so yeah, that is my experience. If I had to drive a truck right now, well, it would have to be automatic, because there's no way I could shift. I mean, I could figure it out eventually, but it would not be pretty the first 100 times. Plus, the whole industry is going automatic. Like, everything is switching automatic. I know Warner they're fully automatic. There's really, like, most trucking schools don't even have manual vehicles anymore. So it is a cost thing. You get a bad driver in a truck at a business, they can screw up a transmission pretty quickly. So with the technology and the advancements in it, the automatics have become the preferred, so that's going to be just the standard through the industry. I know everyone's talking about self-driving and all of that. We are nowhere near that. I don't think we'll ever be near it, just because, like, you don't have self-flying planes. And there's no, I mean, there is other traffic, but it's not close proximity traffic with stupid people not paying attention. Until you either have a completely separate roadway for it, you know, and then maybe you could put like a whole bunch of trailers in a row, and then we could call it like a different name, like a train. Like, I don't even think trains are self-driving, so the trucking industry, it'll advance to electronic, it'll advance to more things that prevent crashes, but we're not going to see trucks going by without a driver in them for many, many years. And I think by the time that technology gets to a point, then we're gonna just have a fleet of drones that can carry most of the you know, lighter stuff direct. I don't think that the answer is make self-driving trucks, because you can't predict what someone's gonna do, and yeah, it's just the advancement's not there. I know that they're, you know, driver shortage and everything, but there's a pilot shortage as well, and they won't even like allow one pilot for airlines. It's restricted to 2. So I think you got to look to other industries to see where they're at. And yeah, I've heard people saying like 4 or 5 years, and it's like, no, we're nowhere near that. But are we still in Arizona? Because I've been yapping for 12 minutes here. Exit 20, so I'm gonna guess so. These numbers are getting smaller. Said through traffic, use the left lane. That's probably to help people merge on and off. Every state has their own little rules. I know California wants you driving in the middle lane. Nebraska wants you on the right lane. It makes more sense to have through traffic go to the left, but that also is the fast lane, which can cause issues. Back off here just a little bit. This looks slightly tight. Exit 26. Alright, the numbers are going up, so we must be in New Mexico. Highway 66. So yeah, this should be a really simple drive. Albuquerque's only 116 away, so this is going to be a very short video. Oh, yeah, pay attention to fuel. That's a good idea. We need to back the throttle off a little bit to get a little bit more eco. We got 105 miles. Let's just back this off, because I think Albuquerque is our next thing on the map. Man, you know, I fuel up when I sleep, and there was no gas station in town there, and I just completely forgot about it. And this is not the first time this has ever happened to me, because I've done this in real life in the middle of Nebraska. I was just driving along, and then all of a sudden it said 40 miles. I was like, I really hope this small town has a gas station. Cool, and I slowed down just in time for the hill so that we can really eat up some fuel here. $95 miles. We do have fuel coming up before Albuquerque, so we'll be okay. Don't need to save. What do we got around us, though? I haven't really been looking around or anything. Not much, just desert. Just hills and rocks. Very kind of big, wide open flatland, huh? So I think this was the exit that had fuel. Yep. Let's drive off. That is actually a fuel icon. Get it to the intersection before it turns. Okay. Ooh, that was a little bit tighter. Glad there was no one there making a left turn. Having the wall on the right side made me keep it a little tight. Alright, this gas station looks like it is nice and simple. Got an interesting little merge into a single lane. Very weird. Ooh, yeah, we did not. Why are we stopping? It says to turn right, not to stop. Okay, well, he's just not gonna listen to that. Try to figure out. Alright, looks like we got a loop around. Pretty big lot here. Tons of room to maneuver. No backing necessary. Alright, fuel it up. Thankfully we made it, but this is going to be the biggest price tag that we've seen. $512. Okay, so continue on through Albuquerque, and then we're looking for 84. Let's just double check that so I get my numbers right. Don't need to get lost again. So yeah, 84 is what we're looking for. South 84 down to 60. Oops. Again, wrong button. My look left and right is on a little switch, and it also goes up and down, and the up is the change camera. I have the stop sign. You do not. Don't be an idiot. Alright. Back on the road. Just gonna swing out wide here so we don't go knocking off all those. Looks like they have had an issue. That car is blocking both lanes, and I am glad we do not have to do anything. And also I'm glad that it's not somehow blocking our traffic ahead of us. That's going to be a big old traffic jam till we get out of range. Oh, that is a red. So used to our left turn lanes with the blinking yellow light. I keep forgetting that this game has red lights and no yield blinking yellow turn lanes. I'm gonna need a little more room than that car. Yeah, that was about right. Car trying to get going before us. There's that loan again, down to 54,000, but it wasn't as big this time because we got the 3 other loans paid off, and hopefully in a couple of episodes I'll have this big loan paid off and we can just keep the money that we earn. So, outskirts of Albuquerque, I assume. Completely different looking buildings than where we've been. To 3 lanes, so I'm just gonna stay middle since we're going straight through. Let's hop outside real quick. Got like a really low train track over there. Jesus, I can't drive like that. That bridge, it's like way lower. That's kind of weird looking. I don't think I've ever seen a bridge like that that's much lower, so you can only see the top of it. This is Albuquerque with Some weeds growing. Yeah, that's downtown Albuquerque. I recognize those buildings somehow. We want to stay on East 40. Back there. Try to get something for screenshots without stopping the progress. This is a big old interchange. Really symmetrical. Much better than the ones that we have in Omaha. Alright, going back to 2 lanes now. Put it on cruise because we got nothing going on and the traffic should start getting faster around us. So we're looking for 84. Which is probably still like 4 minutes away, I assume. That's historic 66 again, which isn't actually in the game. Although it looks like you can go down on that exit. There was no yellow things. They might be at the base of it. That would not be good to get down there with the trailer. And we're just staying with 3 lanes this whole way. Yeah, I need to see if I can up graphics anywhere to stop the pop in. Do some research and maybe try to get the draw distance in the mirrors and in front a little higher. With a 4090, I should be able to make this game max out everything. Alright, down to 2 lanes. Get going, yeep. Get going. Do not slam on the brakes in front of me. Okay. I was waiting for the AI to like freak out and slam on the brakes right as it merged. So we're getting a little more scenery. The rocks and hills. I think this is just a rest stop. Yeah, it's just a rest area. So probably for the next video, I'll look for a job going into Texas. And Texas can, like, that could be like 3 different episodes just getting across it, I'm pretty sure. And then probably head north and go to Kansas and then around Colorado. Just depends on where the jobs go, but this is the North 84, and then it goes along 40 for a bit, and then goes to the South 84, so we're nearly there. Should be about a 40-minute video once we get there and unload. Let's pop out here. See if there's anything we're seeing. Not really. Oh, other than us wrecking as we fade off the road. I'd put force feedback in my wheel, but I had it jolt and way back in the day. I had it screw up my G29. So I really don't want to do that. It's our exit. No, that's not our exit. Maybe it's our exit. I don't know what it's doing. It like split off into two different 40s, and that confused me, but yep, South 84. We're good. That was not our exit. But the exit's gotta be coming up. Okay, half mile. I have no idea what that road was about, but I'm guessing that it's like a business route and through route. There we go, we're done with the interstate now. Now we take 84 to 60. Probably get zoomed out enough here that... Nope, not yet. Hate when they put signs directly in the sight line of a turn, or some city planner wants to make things look nice and puts a bunch of trees right in the way. It's like, hey, good job on that. Way to cause crashes. Get ourselves a nice little picture here. Oh, we got a hot one coming up the left side. Sorry, bud. Not happening. Alright, headed to Clovis. Now we're back on the worn highway through the desert. And lots of flat land. And we get a little town up here. What do we got going on up here? Why are we slow? Okay, it is a small town. Oh, this is weird. So we got an underpass under the railroad crossing. I mean, I guess in the desert you don't have to really worry too much about flooding with that, so you can see why using that would be easier than building an overpass over it. Clovis is left. Yep. Not even a nice little traffic light for us. Just kind of look around town. Look both ways. Car's coming. And he's got his blinker on. So I'm going to assume the other one's got its blinker on. It did not. Really hard to see the blinkers. I'm gonna assume we go back to 2 lanes, so I'll just stay here. Got a little stagecoach. Okay, Billy the Kid Museum. That is what that was. I would have never seen the sign on the building, so good that that little achievement came up. 46 miles to Clovis. Yeah, I enjoy this a lot better than Europe, just because everything kind of looks familiar. Whereas Europe's just, everything's a little off, and the cab overs annoy me. Get it down to 50. Nice little road here, though. Got the train tracks next to the highway. It's just how it is. Guessing right away makes it easier to build the two together. Where there's a railroad track, you can build a highway next to it pretty easy. So it looks like we can take the first turn in town. That'll prevent us from having to go through the downtown. Yep, we can go right at the light. Apparently there's a photo op coming up. Okay, yeah, we can't. There's no right turn at the light, but the next one. Oh, we've got a jet up there is what the photo op is. You know what? Actually, the first right is not... Sorry, I'm sitting here looking at my GPS and not traffic. First right is not good for us because we've got another entrance into this off of that main road, so hopefully there's not too many traffic lights here in town, and that right turn isn't bad. Ooh, this right turn would not be fun, especially with traffic right there. This is gonna get a little dicey. Had to run the vehicle out a little wide there. Alright, at this next traffic light. We'll be turning onto a 4-lane, it looks like, so that's going to make this easy. Plus, we got quite a bit of sidewalk, if needed, before we get to the fence, but should be able to make this pretty easy. What the hell are we doing, car? Oops. Alright. Just aim for the yellow and then bring it over. We're good. Up over the tracks. And a right turn at this intersection, and then we're nearly there. Check we don't have any traffic coming. The corner's not squared off, so we didn't need even that much room, but you don't normally get this many rounded corners. So it looks like we might be hauling this to the rail yard to load it up on a train. Which means probably won't have to back. Let's see what it wants. Yeah. We'll go for the... Oh, it does show us. Let's go for the back. This one's not going to be too terrible. Although... Oh no, that's fine. We've got so much room out this way, although they probably don't want us on the track or across this line even, but let's look at this. Get my steering figured out, because having the wheel in front of me while I'm backing and looking back makes it all awkward. Get it over. Keep pushing it. Nope. That was a failure. And we've got... Let me hop out real quick and just see how much room we got. Okay, we're good there. I'm probably... Let's do this. Yeah, just ignore it. We're on the railroad track now. Get the rear of the trailer pushed over sooner. There we go. Oh, went the wrong way on the wheel. And just follow the tracks in now. Okay, I'm gonna do a little pull forward here, and then just back it straight in. And that should get us there. A little off to the side, we'll see how picky it's gonna be. Not very. Nice and easy. Definitely would not want to do it that way. So we go 495 miles. We get some $18,000, 1,000 XP, and 82 gallons used there. So that is good. We are up to $72,000, and to pay off that bank loan, I need 85, but we also need money for fuel, everything like that. So that is the 5th episode, and well, as you can see, we got a lot of places to go around. We're just going to ignore everything that I've done over in California, but so far we've covered a lot of area. We're just making a big old loop around Colorado. Lots to do. Hopefully you're enjoying it, and yeah, I'm going to go look at some graphic settings to see if I can make this thing look a little better. So, thanks for watching.